Hey guys, we got this 2019 Highlander here, and today we're going to be showing you how to install a stop-start disabler module. This is going to basically just shut off the stop-start so that it doesn't come on every time you start the car. Also, as you know, you'll have to push the button every time you start the car to shut off the auto stop-start feature. That gets rid of that. So, very simple to install. We just got to plug in line of the button and the factory wiring harness. It's pretty easy to get to. All you're gonna need are some trim tools and probably a flashlight and a 10mm socket. I also have this other piece here. This is gonna be for unplugging the connectors, but you should be able to do it with your fingers. This just makes it a little bit easier. So first thing that we're gonna need to do is remove this side trim panel piece here. So fairly simple to do. We're just gonna get our trim tools and sneak them in behind the panel here. There is some pressure clips that hold this cover on, so we'll just wedge these underneath and give it a little pry. And some of these stop-start modules actually come with the trim tools, so yours may come with them. And then we sort of just fold that thing out and away. So now that that's out of the road, the next thing we're going to need to do is take off the sill plate and the kick panel. So these are just held on by some pressure clips that are built into the sill. So all we're gonna do is just lift up a little bit. You'll hear them pop. And then there's also a pressure clip that's built into this thing. I'm going to show you. It likes to get really stuck in here. It's this one right here. So just be careful. I try to like get in there underneath and actually push from underneath to get this thing to pop up. I've seen where these panels will crack, so just be careful of that. The next thing that you're going to need to take off is the kick panel. And there's a large plastic nut that's in back here behind the parking brake pedal. So you should be able to twist it off by hand. If you wanted to use a socket, I think it's a 12mm or possibly a 14. But once you get that off, then all you're gonna do is basically just pull the panel off this way. There's a metal clip that's in behind here. So let's see if I can get this to go. Just like that. So there's a plastic tension clip that goes in this hole, and then yeah, like I say, metal clip that's in here. It's gonna bite into this, so just be gentle, work that away. And then the next thing that we're going to do here is take out this 10mm screw, and then what we need to do is get this panel to come back a little bit. Now this whole panel runs underneath with an airbag assembly and everything in it, so we're not going to remove the whole thing, but we're going to try to get it out enough where we can actually get in there and do the work. First thing I'm going to do is stick my fingers in here and grab hold of this panel and start pulling it a little bit. And same on this side. Should be able to give it a tug. And then out and away we go. So we don't want to completely rip it off, but just enough to get there. So you'll see here, there's our center connector with the black connector on it. And we should be able to get in here with this tool. And unplug that, and then we can take our module. We'll go ahead and plug that in line. So you can see here, the female connector goes to the body harness, the male connector goes to the button. Just reach down in there, grab our connector. We should be able to plug this in. Just be careful, line that up. There are very small pins in there. We don't want to bend them. And then we'll stick that down in there and try to line this up so that we can plug it in. Okay, now that that's plugged in, now we need to put this all back together. So you'll notice that these are the pressure clips. They're molded into this big outer panel. So there's 3 on the top, and then there's another one that's down in here. And this whole panel, now that we've pried it off, is sort of shifted down a little bit. So we're gonna have to sort of pull it out and up to get it to go back in. The key is to get this bottom one lined up in order to get this thing to go back together right. And I've seen some other videos where the guy just basically pulls this thing off and then doesn't really show putting it back on. And we tried that, but it didn't work too well. So I just thought I would show you this way, which is much easier, and we can actually put it together nicely and not break anything. So we'll just push that on, make sure everything's secured. Go ahead, pop this 10mm bolt back in here. And then what we can do now is kick panel. We just line up the stud that's back there where the plastic nut is. Line up the pressure clip, pop it in, pop in that bottom piece, grab our sill panel. We just line this up, sort of give it a little shake, make sure it settles into place. Literally just push it in, it'll snap into place, make sure all the fit and finish is good. Grab our side panel piece. Now, this one I like to sort of peel this trim back a little bit to give us some room to get in there. Make sure that looks good. Put the trim back on here, this weather strip. There, everything looks excellent. And that's all there is to it pretty much. Just this last little plastic nut that goes on here. Perfect, we're ready to start the car and see if this light is gonna be on. All right, so that should be it. We're just gonna, you can see here, your auto start, stop, off button should be lit. That just indicates that it's now disabled, and it should be like that every time you start the car. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching.